everybody, my name is Ryan and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining me today to watch season 2, episode 3. I just got lost for some reason. Interview with the Vampire. A quick recap of the last episode. We were in France and we ran into Armand and his group of vampires, which I'm not even going to try to like pronounce it the way that they did, but basically it's like the theater of the vampires basically. And the whole theater group is obviously vampires. I feel like I'm talking in circles here. Anyway, they were invited to like watch one of their shows, and basically the main guy, he was like, oh, everything that you see tonight is like definitely real. It's 100% real. And this girl like ran out towards the end of the show like screaming for help, that they were actual vampires, and it ended up that they like right on stage in front of everybody. I think you get where I'm going with that. And Claudia and Louis went into like the backstage afterwards to like chat and hang out for a bit, and they found out that yours truly, Lestat, was like one of the most popular members of this theater group and all of that nonsense, you know. So that's just lovely. And Armand caught on to the fact that like when they said Lestat's name, Louis' heart like had a little pitter patter. I don't know, something was going on. Maybe he was holding his breath. They ended up, I don't know if they like joined in and are a part of this like group now, but they're definitely friendly with them and they're like hanging out, and I feel like they're going to go along with them a bit. Armand is going to help Louis. He said that he's going to help him like learn how to block his mind a bit, because Claudia can. He can't like read anything that Claudia is thinking, but Louis is a bit of an open book, so he's going to help him out with that. So I assume this episode is just going to be like more of them as a group. Claudia is living her best fucking life. She's having the time of her life here with all these other vampires. And honestly, I love that for her. I want nothing more for her. I don't love, you know, like the torture of the humans and the actual terrifying, like, them. I don't really fuck with that. But, you know, I guess you gotta do what you gotta do. I don't know. You know, like, it's one thing to go in and just kill them. But like the taking one for the next show after like that person has seen all their friends, like that's just fucking horrible. That part, I don't like that part. But you know, it's not up to me what happens. I'm not one of them. This is getting weird. As always, the full episode reaction for this episode and all of the other episodes will be up on my Patreon. The link for that's down below. And without any further ado, let's just jump right in to season 2, episode 3 of Interview with the Vampire. Let's go.
What happened next?
I kind of am terrified for what happened next, but I'm sat. I'll listen. I'll listen to what you're going to tell me, Armand, but I might not like it.
Partial to the non-wriggling items, I should have said that.
As I at the fish markets, a series of risks.
Who goes there?
The one about Enron. Black Blood, was it? You're Daniel Malloy. I've read your books.
A reader.
Oh, we've got a fan.
Okay.
Off your game a touch yesterday. Perhaps they believe you've been humbled. Clever on their own.
What the fuck is going on?
You just came to...
Who are you?
Gonna stop looking at you now?
Why are you narrating?
The name of which has not come up in your conversations with them.
A stake in the story I'm writing. You have me bugged, or
What the fuck?
researched. Got a name?
I'm sorry. If I lived in this world and he's like, oh yeah, there's a huge conversion and these vampires are real, I simply wouldn't live. I wouldn't know how to live. I'd be so scared.
Files have been placed with proper encryption on your comically vulnerable laptop. Most of primary sources. 5-1. Toshisasama, Teisha-san.
Get him, Daniel. Get him.
How many people in the world know what you know, Rashid? How does your average Joe Mo vampire keep people like you in line? Unspoken threats?
I mean, the threat is always there. He could kill us both now, but he doesn't.
The average vampire has minimal contact with humanity. When exposed, they feed or run or... It was wrong of Louis to enter your memories yesterday.
Cell phones.
You were rude, but he crossed the line.
Artificial intelligence crunching improbable data.
I offer...
How do you hide from the cloud? Nightly.
And sometimes you've watched that kill on the local news.
That's horrifying.
You're at the height of willful ignorance. We exploit it.
I'm listening. That's my job, right?
Fucking get him, Daniel. They're so funny. I cannot handle Daniel.
We called ourselves the Children of Darkness. Shame, all in strict obedience to medieval laws put in place and humility for 239 years as Satan's fool.
Slay.
The start was the wind to scatter.
I really gotta meet this guy.
I felt his presence before I saw him.
That's kind of what Louis said too, right? Like the feeling around Lestat, I think he was talking about in the episode in season 1 when he like first encountered him.
I shall ever reveal his true nature to a mortal and let that mortal live. And here he was, dancing and preening in front of 500 mortals a night. They were all in love with him. He had that effect on
He's a
everyone.
performer.
He
Was it natural?
entirely
Oh my god, look at him. Get it?
vanity was heresy. I had to bring him under my control by any means. Tu es le bâtard de Magnus. Je peux prendre soin de toi. Je peux t'apprendre ce qu'il ne t'a pas appris. Viens à moi.
Oh, his eyes.
Encore de plus en
He's living his life and loving it.
Unsettled, my children became. They watched in secret, fascinated by his disregard for the laws I told them could never be broken.
Par-dessus, tes ondes, ce sont des divagations. Comment pourrais-je entendre quoi que ce soit? Je peux seulement comprendre quand tu t'approches.
It's quite interesting getting to see Lestat before Louis.
Connais-tu ce giton?
La solitude que tu ressens, il ne l'atteindra jamais.
Damn.
I tolerated his presence too long already. I had to act, or he'd destroy what little I had left.
Lestat!
It's crazy seeing him more powerful than Lestat as well. Just because we know Lestat as like this being that is extremely powerful.
Tu as le sang de Magnus. Tu gâches ton potentiel en menant cette vie-là.
Damn. Shit, Armand. You're fucking him up. What a different
Je suis Armand.
view of Lestat, am I right? Look at this man. I'm sorry.
Je suis heureux que tu sois venu.
He really does just serve the C word every time he's shown, am I right?
Au travers de Satan.
Is he gonna take these people?
C'est simplement pour le simple d'esprit de me mordre. On fit le pied d'une table.
Damn.
You let it happen.
Yes.
Him there so he could destroy it.
His words had been my thoughts for half a century. If it had come from me, they wouldn't have believed it. I had made for them with a life Lestat had told them was possible. They went mad.
Yeah, I was gonna say, they kind of seem more like savages as opposed to like people who can handle living like Lestat. Oh, shit. I was just had a heart attack.
Que s'est-il passé?
Je pourrais parler jusqu'à
What I
la fin
meant
du monde,
also by that
sans jamais te dire tout ce que tu as détruit ici.
Nous sommes seuls.
was that I feel like Lestat has kind of always been around people, whereas they usually are just around people to kill. So that must be very difficult to like handle that much of a change.
Comment peux-je tuer des objets par la simple force de ton esprit?
She's like, you could have had this, Lestat. It really is such an odd, like, intimacy that is. He's like, I had to.
Est-ce que le garçon a accepté le don? Trop fragile. J'aurais pu te prévenir.
Il s'en remettra.
Oh. He tried to turn him and he died. Not as strong as Louis.
J'ai eu une idée.
The feeding on each other freaks me out and makes me more uncomfortable than them just like eating people.
Est-ce que tu es un vampire? Bois le sang à la voix de tous. Mais en scène les rituels de ton clan. Pas depuis les échos, mais depuis les premiers pas.
Okay, it's just, it looks like some of them made it. Damn. That's craziness. Holy shizzle.
Il faut faire tout le travail.
So they just kind of just kept evolving this same situation up until Louie and Claudia showed up.
Ici, maintenant.
C'est une mèche spéciale.
Il nous observe.
Elle devrait regarder ses partitions.
Je t'aime.
Damn. He said it.
Moi aussi.
I am very happy though that we are getting Lestat in this episode, but this season, because the actor just kills it every time, doesn't he?
That's it? You're just gonna end it there.
They went at it on the floor,
Oh damn.
and a week later, Lestat was gone. He abandoned Armand. He abandoned the coven. Lestat is, was, and will always be for Lestat.
Never say I love you to a raging narcissist.
Was for another 150 years.
Damn. Until Louis.
And then he arrived. And shattered that lock.
Chestnuts outside the train station.
By the train station. He kills himself in Cincinnati. I'm finally working backstage tonight. I won't be late.
You're the one who said he was our maker. I need this coal for myself.
Smile crooks up to the left, bunch of moles on his crotch and thighs.
I don't need that.
Well, he didn't keep you under floorboards for a week.
You might
Yeah.
be having a good time now, but there's
If you get-
danger if they find out we lie.
I was gonna say, when you get caught up in a lie.
If you open up the windows and the doors, you get a little breeze.
Cavalier. But I'm sure you're being careful. Did I give you consent to look me in the eye, Puce?
No, Major.
My fault. I was keeping her.
Have I been late once, Major?
Have you been early once is the question I'd be asking myself.
Damn. Armand's kind of scary when he wants to be.
She's taking the abuse in stride.
I've never seen her happy.
Show me where you go at night.
What do you want to do when we get there?
This is my favorite part. No pain. How does he get him to beg for it?
It still sounded terrifying, Mr. Santiago. I got chills.
Of course you did. Because I'm a fucking professional.
And this is the rat box. You put your freshie in the body box. You close the lid.
She gonna mess this up?
These rats are smart. They can go quiet. You open up the wrong box, they go running up the stairs, into the green room, into the theater, and Mitra punishes the entire coven, which does not win your friends in Ferrin. Members past, mostly heretics and lawbreakers.
What laws?
Until the ceremony, please.
A vein winding to the heart of Paris.
Look at them on their little date.
They Pastor Claudia about it.
They should ask me if they're curious.
How could they when you're so rarely present? You should talk with Tuan Pham about cameras. He's very learned. Perhaps the two of you...
I'm not joining the coven. I'm trying to save you a sales pitch.
He's a free spirit.
I like you. Isn't that obvious?
We really must work on blocking your thoughts.
Maybe I'm guarding my thoughts just fine. Maybe I let you into my head on purpose.
Oh, that's nice, mon cher. Lovely.
I love the music. It's very pretty.
We were the only vampires in Paris.
For a second, I felt like we were.
The coven is envious of your independence. It's a problem. You outside looking in.
Your problem, not mine.
Damn. Damn, Louis.
I was putting him in a very difficult position.
I was supposed to be luring him in, but the opposite was happening.
Yes, but only in the most stimulating ways.
Arguing is foreplay.
It's one of my most profound feelings.
It's crazy to think that he's being hacked.
Vampiric life in the abstract. Something wrong, Daniel?
Made me think of,
Think what?
where's Claudia at this point? How's she doing? What's she doing at this stage of things?
Muck about in their heads, find their shame. In short, an actor prepares. See you on stage, Claude.
Estelle told me you were the youngest, but you're also the strongest. Figured you got the best blood.
Oh.
My maker lies in the walls downstairs. And his blood was exquisite. I'm a good mimic, and I can fly.
And you kill with panache.
Louis, who's from Chicago, yes?
Just outside it. Gary, Indiana.
I feel like they're gonna get tripped up and caught in this lie. And I don't know that it's gonna be like that big of an issue to Armand, because obviously they're still together. But maybe for the rest of the group, that will be a problem. I don't know why I said group like that.
This is my friend Louis.
Bonjour. Now, will you two kindly shut up?
Your argument assumes God exists.
I don't know that God exists. From what I saw in the war, he doesn't.
You only want him 'cause you're feeling blue.
He's everywhere. He lives rent-free in Louis' head, huh? I wonder if that is how it is with a lot of people's vampires makers. Because I'm guessing that it hasn't really been that long, right?
There he is again.
I'm sorry.
And we were having such a nice conversation.
Oh, it's pissing him off.
Bruce, for 30 years.
Bruce. How long are we going to play games, Louis?
He knows. He knows. God.
Listen, before you say it, Let me tell you a little something about 18th century Armand. Lestat. Oh dear.
Finally. And where is he now?
Still a bookbinder's wife. He knows.
You know where he is?
I want you to say it.
I killed him, and he fucking had it coming.
Well, that's debatable.
I've known for a month. I just waited for you to say it.
And that means what? Well, you gotta kill me now?
Is that what that means?
Did she help you kill him?
Yes. No.
You broke one of the great laws.
I don't know any great laws. Lestat never told me shit.
I told you I loved you.
Go away.
Calm down.
And you said nothing.
What the hell with you?
Damn. Is Armand gonna help him get through this? Cause that's what we fucking need. We need help.
Come on. Kill me again. Show me. The only way you know how to love.
He was a loner, had fickle moods, switched between them real fast.
Oh no.
You're probably right. Probably let it go after we said he burned himself.
No, we should do this. We should be real careful, like you said.
You have to tell her that you told.
Thought we'd be on that road for a long time. His last words were, had enough of your gloomy faces.
Good.
Lestat could have said, put your coffin on a boat. Go to Paris. There's a beautiful coven there, I know, because I fucking founded it.
But he didn't.
But he said the vampires out there are vicious.
I should tell you something.
And then I met the motherfucker, and yeah, it was better when he broke my bones. One day, he said, had enough of your gloomy face. Drove off on a motorbike. Thought might as well go home, get Louie, head to Europe.
The lawyer for the buyer is ready for the teleconference.
The lawyer?
It's about the bacon triptych.
A real cold cup of water there, Rashid. I was really in it.
This fucking Rashid. What is all? Is this like all the shit that this guy has on the vamps?
X-ray of the fury on that panel would reveal the face of the man, likely Eric Hall.
What is the point of this man here to help? Like, just giving all this information for his book? Like, what is actually the point? Is it so he can fact check? Like, what does he want?
He's disrupting the performance.
No. Let him speak, son.
Look who's graced us with his presence. What an honor. Mutilated body found in a park 3 nights ago. Crossed skull. Was that you?
Of course not.
You've had your time to recruit. It's not happening. He will be the ruin of us. Do what must be done.
Oh God.
The coven would like to know what you intend to do with him. Beyond comping him a 5th row centre ticket.
And do you speak for the coven?
Oh. I think maybe, yeah. I think so. I think does shut up, Ryan. Shut the fuck up. Let the shit play.
Then I'll do what must be done. Does that satisfy?
Did in my makeup for fathers.
Does that satisfy?
It does, maître.
What is it, Major?
It's a flea circus. May it remind you of your humble beginnings. Would you have us?
I feel for Louis so much. It's like his child.
Shall we have a walk?
The 5 laws. Law 1.
Oh, we're getting the laws.
Must have its leader.
Good, I need
And
the
only
laws.
he might order the working of the dark trick upon mortal.
Or is he gonna try to end Louis right here? Or tell him he has to get out so that he doesn't end him.
No vampire must commit to writing the history of the vampires.
You exposed us. Should I allow the London coven such exposure?
No vampire may ever destroy another vampire. Except that the coven master has the power of life and death.
I will not harm you. Those were your first words to me.
My maker was a vampire named Bruce, who's lestat de Louie and
Good. Catch him in his lies.
Any other requests?
Look after Claudia.
She doesn't need looking after. She won't be here very long.
What does that mean?
What?
You made her at 14. Her mind, as fierce as it is now, will not endure. It will break apart in time. I've seen it all before. I've seen too much, Louis.
And I play the little girl.
You'll be their little birdie for the next 50 years.
I don't think she wants that.
They're often the weakest.
Don't give up on her. Tell her she's beautiful. Tell her that every morning.
My heart is breaking, like the Claudia situation, because obviously we know he doesn't kill him.
You walked me home.
Did I?
That's my building over there.
Did he break you, Louis? Are you broken?
What a question.
No. But I carry him.
I did.
You and him?
A century or so ago.
You want to come upstairs?
Ooh. I feel like he's gonna say no.
Are you inviting me?
Oh.
Depends. Are you gonna kill me?
I'm not gonna lie, that's so wild. Just the whole episode and getting to see like Claudia join this coven. I'm happy that we got to like have the voiceover of the rules as we were following along behind Louis, and like they'd say a rule and then it would go to Louis, and like how he broke that rule was very interesting. I obviously knew that Armand wasn't going to kill him because present day, duh. But I was curious to see how that would end up, because I was like, okay, well maybe they go their separate ways for a while and then come back together. So we'll have to explore that a little bit more going forward. I don't really want him and Claudia to like separate. I've grown very attached to that bond personally. I don't know about anybody else. So obviously at some point they separate, right? We have present day, they aren't together. So something happens. But hearing him say that like with her being in the body of a 14-year-old, her mind is going to break is very heartbreaking, because I can totally see that. And we started to see the cracks there at the end when she realized that she's going to have to play a little girl on stage for 50 years. We saw in season 1, she just wants to be viewed as an adult because that's how she feels in her mind. But her body and the way she looks is a child. So it just poses a lot of issues, and I'm sure mentally is very straining on her, which is very sad. Obviously, we got to see Lestat and Armand's relationship, and it seems that it was a very quick affair. He took over, got this whole group, and then was out. How he does. So that's just lovely. Again, very interesting to see him appear, like Louis just being drawn to imagining him in his mind, and how that like wreaks havoc on him mentally. And now it's come out that obviously Armand knows about Lestat turning them, but Claudia is still lying to the entire coven about it. So I'm assuming that he's gonna just like let Claudia go with that story, but he'll just know the real tea. And then we obviously have the whole Daniel situation going on, where I don't know what that guy's motive is. That's what's confusing me. Because he's sending all this stuff and he's like, oh, I'm just here to help you. But it's never just that, is it? Like, there's got to be something else going on, and that's what's confusing the shit out of me. Because you're just sending all this information to, like, help with his book and his story, but, like, what are you really doing? Obviously, you're getting information from hacking into my computer and being able to access the voice files that I'm getting from Armand and Louis, so that's kind of fucked, but, you know? Thank you guys so much for watching this episode with me. As always, the full episode reaction for this episode and all of the other episodes will be up on my Patreon. Link for that's down below. And I'll see you guys back here with me for the next episode. Bye, guys.